Can you hear me? Test, test. Can you hear me? Alright. Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Rack Dragon, here, back with some more Fate Grand Order, and back with some more streaming in general. It has been, like, a week or so since I last streamed. Things have been busy / complicated, so I really have not had the time to sit down and stream, but I should be able to stream again now. Things have calmed down a bit, so yeah, we'll be able to continue streaming on the regularly scheduled programming here. Today will be a shorter one though, just because I do want to get slowly back into the swing, so we'll be doing some rank ups and the like today for Fate. Before that though, just a few things here as far as the summoning, as far as news that we didn't manage to see because we haven't been streaming in a while. First is there is a Multi-Blood type Lumina celebration campaign which features Seba as well as various craft essences showcasing Seba. But yep, base Seba, that campaign, it's still ongoing. And then there is a special, oh, it's just announcing that the game is, all the things the game is on. I'm pretty sure this is mainly because of MASH being in the game now, but there's a new special quest that can unlock the Clashing Fate Under the Moon craft essence and double chances for success for Seba. Then there's just the Tokugawa revival, and then the current campaign going on is the 18 Millions download campaign, which features Mothman, Yu Senpai in her base form, as well as the various Lost Belt 3 servants, I think. Or just Chinese servants, I think, yeah. It's the Chinese-based servants. And then there is the download campaign, which, starting today, I think, actually, gets you various rewards, which is nice. Some more golden foes is nice, as well as more extra missions, which will give me some more quartz, it looks like. Cool. More missions in general as well. Double chance for Super and Great Suck, and half cost for Embers, rank ups, and even more half cost for main chapter missions. Oh, and the present box got an inventory increase. Oh, that's cool. That's actually very nice. And some stuff has been added to Rare Prism, and some rank up quests for Lancer Li Xuan and Uzitan. Zetian, however you pronounce her name. Okay. And then, because we hit 200,000 Twitter followers, Chaldea gives us 10 free quartz. We'll go ahead and claim the various stuff now. And claim some more stuff because, again, it has been a while since we last streamed. We'll go Scales of Fantasy. So, Twitter, login campaign, login, 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 login. Login maintenance, login, login maintenance, login summer, login summer, and login, and I think that's all the golden foes I've got built up at this point. Alright. I'll claim these as well, just because I don't really have use for them, but it's better to have them than to not. Alright. We'll also probably be doing some leveling up today, because I do have to, actually level up some servants as well. Checking this. Bunch of tutorial missions. So I've been slacking on claiming these as well. We gotta be getting close to the end of all these tutorial missions. Well, now it's the not tutorials, it's the free missions that give us some extra quartz. pretty much having one of every class reach the final ascension. I think it was 3. Yep, having 3 of each class, and then having 5 of each class. And then I click through, and the 5s pop up. Because it doesn't have a special pop-up animation for, oh, you managed to do it! Congratulations! Or anything like that. And that should be all. Yep. So, if we switch to the in progress, rank up, interlude, free quests in the main record because I've been slacking on getting the Olympus ones done. Okay, I actually don't have many tutorial missions left. Maybe I should just do the friend summons too. Get that out of the way. Excuse me. Man, my quartz supply is low right now. But that's fine, I don't think there's any summonings coming up here soon. Okay, do just a little bit more cleaning of the house here. By disregarding these unknowns. There we go. And what is on the shop right now? Anything? Do I have enough mana prisms to make use? I should. We'll go ahead and start claiming some stuff. This is the August mana prism purchases, I believe. Yes. Okay. I don't think I got anything for the rare prisms that I can really afford right now. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go to the enhance. Because something else I have to do yet is ascend Yu Senpai, because she's been sitting at NP1 despite me having completed the event a while ago. There we go. Yu Senpai is finally NP5. And I don't think there was anybody else NP-wise to be leveled up. Nope. I'm curious. Short by my NP level. Who's my highest NP 5-star? Can I filter 5 stars? No. Let's see. Melt, Voyager, Oi, and Jean are all NP3. Do I have any NP4 5 stars? Oh, right, BB. Forgot about BB being NP5. Oh, BB. Summer BB, to be specific, but still. I got some wardrobes I can unlock, it looks like. Wardrobes that I can unlock and utilize. The Venus Silk wardrobe. I don't know when this showed up. I honestly don't. I'll tell you it, though. Oh, wait, was this... This might have been an anniversary thing that I just never scrolled down far enough to see. I think I like that better than the sports one. Yeah, I think I like that better for Nero than the sports outfit. Also, I wouldn't call your normal outfit men's clothing, Nero. Just saying. Okay. And the... Gosh darn, I didn't mean to go all the way back. Izo has absolutely cool Hayori and Hakama. Sorry, Izo. I need those bones, I feel. And Bunyan gets the Maid Bunny outfit, which is a weird one. I'm gonna keep Bunyan in her normal look, though, just because it's... I've seen it, and it looks weird, I'd say. Does not look very Bunyan-esque. Okay, actually, maybe it looks different than I thought. I don't know. Of a murder servant that even the knights of the round. Okay, so she's that funny. Interesting. That's kind of fun. Oh, Bunyan. Nice. Nice, Bunyan. Nice. Okay, maybe I'll keep her in that. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Okay, so Izo, sorry, but you're not gonna get your thing unlocked. Before I do any of this stuff, let me check some things real quick. So first things first. Yeah, it's the Oku banner. Let's do the free summon here. So I can get that master mission thing out of the way. There we go. And another one has appeared for 20. Just do it. It's not gonna hurt. We can just burn the extra servants. 30 has been unlocked. Really shouldn't be surprised that there's like 3 tiers to most of these tutorial missions. Oh, this one has 4 tiers. Okay. Just getting these out of the way. So they stop annoying me. Plus, I can burn them. Servants anyways. 60. Good gracious, how high is this gonna go? I honestly don't know. I still have to do maintenance on my CE situation as well eventually. I do need to note that. I need to go through all of my CEs and figure things out. Okay, finally through that. Get rid of the rando servants that we just obtained. Okay. And then I also wanted to see, how many tickets did I have? I might throw a token roll, or token 10 tickets towards trying to get Seba. I have 18 tickets. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw some token tickets to try to get Seba to come home. Scratch a bit of a gotcha itch as well, you know. You know what I'm saying? Plus some of the CEs are nice. I don't think I have all of them, so... So yeah, we'll really quickly try to get Seba if she comes home. Sweet. If she doesn't, then that's understandable. 100 faces. Oh, gold. Is this the Seba I was looking for? That'd be hilarious if she came home so quick. No, it's Berserker. It is Fran. Okay. Fran is fine. That would have been hilarious. Hey, Meistamon. Or Mastamon. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How'll things. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm just throwing some token 10 tickets to try and get Seba to come home. Just because, you know, she's an OG servant that I've never gotten. So why not? I think I have all of the other FSN servants except for Seba. In fact, thinking about it, I'm positive I do. Emiya, Herc, Ku, Gil. I was really hoping that pause there was going to indicate Seba coming home. 100. Yeah, I've got all the OG FSN servants and the Fate Zeros. I think I have all the Fate Zero servants as well, except for Seba. I think Seba might be the only one that has evaded me this far. Just chilling right now? Hey, nothing wrong with chilling. Chilling can be very, 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 very necessary sometimes. Trust me, I know. Lancer! Medusa! We were kind of talking about you there, Anna. Kind of. Not exactly talking about you, Anna, but I guess you are Medusa a bit. So, it's hilarious that I've gotten 2 golden servants on this so far. None of them the proper class for a Saba rate up. Bunyan would be easiest, and Bunyan is pretty useful for farming quickly, especially if you have Case Scope and the likes of Weva or Castoria. Bunyan is a very good farming servant, and I believe she's eventually gonna get a rank up here. I know that she just got one in JP that I think boosts her NP damage, so she'll have that usage. It's either NP or her Buster, one of those two. Plus, she's a budget Buster support servant as well. Got my tongue tied a little bit there. What is this gonna be? Ooh, this is NP5 Anna. Sweet. Welcome to the NP5 Club, Anna. Astray, I don't have her leveled up, so I couldn't really tell you if she is worth it. Asclepius, though, he's a fairly decent healer unit. Fairly decent. He's got guts that is applicable to servants, so if you don't really have a good healing servant, he could be a good one to go with as well. I gotta check, so is there anybody here that is leveled up that is not 666 first? Anybody at all? Anybody going once, going twice, going once, going twice, going once, going twice? No. Everybody that is leveled up is 666. Is there anybody not leveled up that is at a 1 in their first skill? Because that is not allowed either. It is not looking like that is the case here. So, it's time to actually do some leveling up, because I've got the resources, I've got time to start knocking up some of the level up order stuff. So, especially since, double super and great suck. That's nice. So the top of the level up order charts right now is Ozzy. I should probably take out some foes here. Actually, first, what I should do is take care of my... Where is she? Was it XA? Yeah, I think it was XA that's getting it right now. Melt, Aresh. Yeah, it's XA that's currently the one getting the golden foes. XA gonna give it to ya. I don't know how I'm lacking some of the attack foes. I think it's the Oku event. I'm still in the process of slowly doing it, so... There we go. XA getting some boost, because she's already pretty strong, but why not make her even stronger? And now I can take out the base foes. Start with the oldest of the bunch. And Ozymandias. Imagine me able to do Oku. Are you not able to do the Oku event? Why not? Question mark. Curiosity has been piqued. Where is Ozzy? Ozzy! Oh, you're still in London. If you're still in London... Don't ask. Well, I was gonna say, if you're still in London, like I was saying earlier, Bunyan is a fairly good farming servant. So you can, if you utilize her and the likes of a fully leveled up Arash, you can pretty much guarantee you get through the first 2 waves of most nodes. Especially with, like, a support Weva. Or Castoria, I guess, at this point. Alright, so that's Ozzy fully foed out in the basics. I apparently have a lot more golden Rider Flames than I thought. Convenient. In its own way. Very convenient there, Ozzy. Yeah, lucky. Although I feel like I was saving all these golden flames for Melt, but I don't recall if that was the case or not. I'm sure I'll be fine. Trying to find a way to farm 5-star XP. I'm pretty sure I use Bunyan on my 5-star experience team. I think I do, at least. You can do wave 1 and 2 with Melt easy. A little perfect being Pharaoh. It's not bad to have a change of clothes from 5. I don't know, Ozzy. I kind of prefer your first look, man. The hair. The hair is a bit too... I don't know, it's just the hair is a bit too weird, I guess. Do you agree? Do you think Ozzy's hair is a little bit too weird for this one? He looks better with the hair down. I think. I think he looks better with his hair down. Ascension. Final one at the end is hard. It's been a while. Honestly, it has been. They think they went for more of a Dio vibe, but they failed. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Ozyman Dio is a meme, too, so. Complete being, that is what it means to be a pharaoh. Okay, Ozzy. Whatever you say, dude. I don't think I've gotten a super or great success this whole time either. During double super or great suck times. Unless maybe during one of these, which would be very unfortunate. Okay. What does your third ascension look like, Ozzy? There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better, honestly. I also unlocked his interlude. You have a surprising good sense. In that case, I shall remain like this for a while. Rejoice. Protection of the Sun God A has also been unlocked. Yeah, he definitely looks better with his hair down. And I'm out of the embers on Quick Reserve. So now I tap into what is in my present box. We'll start with any silver embers I've got stored up. Good gracious, I've got a lot of foes. So there's some silver. And there's some silver. I don't think 200 silver embers will be enough to take me the rest of the way, but you never know. Actually, it might. Looking at this, I think it might. Especially if we get a super or great suck here. Just one game. Don't make me a liar. I need a couple, actually, now that I'm looking at it, game. Please, game, please. Don't make me a liar. There's a super. I would have preferred a great, but a super is fine. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to need multiple super and greats to get all the way there with Ozzy. Ascension. And what does your final ascension look like, Ozzy? What do it do? That's nice. Do not close your eyes. As for my radiance exceeds even that of the sun, I shall bestow upon you the honor of witnessing it. Feast your eyes upon me. Okay, Ozzy, you're getting a little arrogant now, man. Exceeding the sun. That's just a wee bit arrogant there, Ozzy, don't you think? I think it is. But okay, Ozzy. Okay, we'll let you have this. Ooh, super. Unfortunately, that was not enough for 2 levels. Just barely not enough. Come on. Let's get this within the remaining silver embers. I have no idea how few I have left. Though I know it's not that many. And I'm out. Yep, not gonna happen. Sad. Tears. I cry every time. I did not get Ozzy all the way up with just the silvers. Gold embers in reserve then. How many more will I have in reserve? So 1, 2, 3, 350, 450, 5, 600. That should be enough to get Orion up next as well. So I should be able to get both Ozzy and Orion done, and then I know I have some embers tucked away in the second archive that I can start working Melt to level 104, because that's not going to be tedious at all. But you know, she needs it. She's on a long journey to level 120. And it's a very long journey indeed. And there we go. Ozzy is level 90. Let's get him skilled up now. There he is. He's near the top. Strange. How is he near the top? Do I have that few servants of the other class? Wow, I have that few servants of the other classes that are leveled up that aren't already beyond 666. Honestly, didn't realize that. Okay. Please don't require bones. Please, I just recall, don't require bones. Okay, Ozzy's gonna be good. Ozzy's a no-bone kind of guy. Whew. Good. That's a relief, Ozzy. I'm glad that you don't want the bones. I can now successfully remove Ozzy from the level up order since he is leveled up. Woo! Orion is next, and I might be able to actually get Medusa done as well. Looking at the list here. Medusa is a possibility to be done. She is only a 3-star, so it's significantly less embers required. I sadly won't be able to do the Dioscuri, though, because those two will require a lot. A lot. I just don't have the resources stocked up for them. And 2 more for this skill. And 1. There we go. Ozzy is done and dusted. So let's go ahead and take out some more foes here. And start working on Orion. Because he has been waiting for a very long time to get his rank uppance. It's been a long overdue time for you here, Orion, but it's time for you to finally get some leveling. Excuse me. Delicious, not H2O. You feel sad you didn't get Orion? Yeah, he is a fairly useful servant. I feel like he's going to be on rate up again before too long. Oh, you got Roma. I don't really know how Roma... I mean, the one fight in the Lost Belt that I could use Roma, I didn't really use Roma because I decided to make that a MASH solo. So yeah, Roma wasn't really used in the fight where he was supposed to be because I promised a slot machine version of Kronos that I would completely humiliate his son, Zeus, by defeating him with a shielder. I got some money out of the slot machine eventually. You know, I think Kronos saw what I did and he paid me back. Moon Goddess's Pressure. Yeah, that is a pretty cool belt. Maybe you could market that belt to kids. You know what? Orion, no. Not your time to meet the mothers. But yeah, actually that belt is pretty cool. I could definitely see that being like a toy marketed to kids. That sort of cross belt thing. I could definitely see that being marketable to kids. I need to take out more golden. embers here. And this should be enough. Oh! Inventory full. I was wondering when I was going to hit that. Actually, not too bad. I should have enough, though. Oh yeah, 292. I'll definitely have enough to finish Orion off here. First is an attacking crit, and more crit for Roman. Second is a battery and invuln. And third is a buster amp for all out and all eyes turn Roman, I think. Yeah, I know he has a Romanification skill that works on every servant except for Boudica, I want to say. I think that's like a specific gimmick that it doesn't work on Boudica. Let me see here. Oh, the first skill... Okay, so yeah, the first skill turns all your enemies Roman as well. Roma is all about making everything Rome. Roma turns all to Rome. Oh no, the third skill... Okay, so it's the third skill that turns... That also turns enemies to Roman. It's his NP that makes everybody Roman on the party. His NP makes the party Rome. Use Roma as support for Lip if you needed the damage. You know, I could definitely see it. Buster. So party attack and crit damage, with an even further for even Roman allies. Come on, keep enhancing it. Do it. I will keep enhancing you, Orion. Worry not, my bro. Worry not. Yeah, I could definitely see, especially with the extra stars. Yeah, I could see the synergy between the two. I feel like Roma's actually just a general support servant, really looking at him. Yeah, he definitely could be just like a general support servant. Oh, I did not mean to click that. Excuse me. Okay, let me check Orion. When is Orion gonna be coming back up on the radar here? One thing I do wish about Orion is that when Orion proper released, they should have changed the name of the first one to Artemis, because that is what it is. That is Artemis, not Orion. Your skill gem wallet hurts. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lotto event here soon. And the lotto events are a great way to make up some skill gems. Like, each one gets you... In fact, let me check here. When is that likely going to be dropping? So jump back to 2020. It's probably going to be, yep, September should be the dance tournament in the Land of Shadows. Which, is that the lottery? Yes, it is a lottery. Yep, where you get 2 of each of the basic gems and then 1 of each of the super high tier gems with every lotto spin. So, really, that's actually not a bad one. And then here's the awesome Final Ascension. Perfect Orion bursts onto the scene. Now I can go all out. Try your best to keep up. Okay? Yeah, I definitely like this Final Ascension of Orion the most. It just looks awesome. He goes from a slouching pose, sort of like a bear, to this majestic, tall, strong, heroic-looking pose. Definitely prefer this Ascension for Orion of the Mole. Most surely prefer this Ascension of Orion of the Mole. But yeah, the event coming up probably next month, and should have a lottery, and I'm pretty sure the Christmas event will be a lottery as well, so Those will be good. Of course, it looks like this coming lottery event is also going to help with those in Bone Hell. It's not like I could have used that a while ago, game. But who are the other Lancer servants that you're working on leveling, if you don't mind me asking? You mentioned Roma. Who else it be? Also, I'm feeling like I'm going to be running out of my embers here soon. There is a probably super suck. Yeah, that was definitely a super success. And with this, Orion has reached the final ascension. That's a pretty cool pose. Because I got involved with the gods, my life had some serious ups and downs. Now that I've been summoned here and I've had time to reflect on it, I don't think it was half bad. Right, Artemis? You were the one who brought me so much trouble. Thanks for that. Aw, he really does love her in the end. A great love story between Orion and Artemis. 10-4-8 right now. Paizen is at 4-4-5. Roma is 2-1-1. Okay, I would definitely suggest Lambda. You did get the most important skill for Lambda at its highest potential, because it is now pretty much always up for you. The third skill is another good choice to get up there. Okay, double super sucks here. Good gracious, Orion. Is it because we're talking about Lambda, who is part Artemis, that is making you want to get more powerful? Because you better stay away from her. Lambda's mine, Orion. She's mine. But that was a trio of super sucks in a row. Nice. But, yeah, Lambda is definitely a good first pick there, especially if you can manage to get at least one Castoria on your squad. That makes her even more potent. I don't know. Did you manage to get Castoria on the rolls, or did you not roll for her out of curiosity? Okay, we can get Orion up there easily enough as well. That's good to see. You didn't get Castoria. I mean, okay. Still, one Castoria is pretty good for Lambda Lupin. You got Astray and Beowulf. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Astray goes. Beowulf, he's a decent enough single-target Zerker, I want to say. I haven't used him in ages, to be honest. So, my information may not be 100% accurate there. But he's not that bad. But yeah, with Lambda, you can get a lot done. A lot done. Although, I do have to check. Do you have a decent archer servant? Because if you're in London, that means you've got Camelot still to go, and you're gonna want an archer for Camelot. 'Tis a silly place. Okay, I think... yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get Medusa up there. Medusa, grown-up Anna, in other words, prepare to be leveled. First, though, let's take out some foes, as well as some golden embers. Simmer Oki. Yeah, she could be fine. I don't really think it matters, like, who the servant is specifically, because I managed to get through Camelot pretty well with Chloe, who's not that ideal of a servant from what I understand for it, but I made her work. She was the crit queen of my Chaldea for a while, because she crit her way through all of Camelot. Granted, this was years ago. I feel like there is at least a couple nodes that Lancers will be useful for as well, so that'll be good for the Lambda of yours. That should be good for Lambda. Alright, Medusa. It's time to start leveling. You deserve it, Medusa. You really do. That was a super or great success. I've learned to recognize them. If it's mixed, you'll just throw Musashi and hope they die. Zerker Musashi, I'm guessing. Because, yeah, Zerker Musashi is good at that kind of stuff. It's a bit strange growing as a heroic spirit. Gorgon's Bride interlude unlocked. Interesting interlude title there, Medusa. But, I don't really know if I'm not really sure where Medusa would fall on any of the waifu rankings or anything like that. There just hasn't really been enough Medusa, I guess. Her other forms have definitely gotten more coverage than base Medusa. Though I'm pretty sure outside of maybe like Gil, that's like no, even Gil sort of his base form is a little bit pushed to the side for his caster form in the story event. But base Gil does have a lot of stuff going on for him. I think actually thinking about it really hard, base Gil is like the only FSN no, Cursed Arm, I guess. But he's like a one-route exclusive, I guess. I'm just trying to think. Both Gil and Cursed Arm are like the only FSN servants that saw big story roles in their base forms. Or event roles, I guess. Because, yeah, Seba has the many variants of her. Medusa here has her Lily and Gorgon forms, having taken precedence. Media has Media Lily. I don't know if base Media has appeared in literally any event. That's a nice ascension. Should I continue like this? Not sure I'll be much use to you. What do you mean she's like a brick wall? Also, that is a very... Okay, Medusa, that's an interesting outfit. I guess Emiya gets a lot of side story stuff, but Emiya's sort of a special case as well. It's just poor Media and base Seba don't get utilized that much, you know. And Herc, but you know, it's Herc, so. Hey, Deontay, welcome to the stream. Happy things. You managed to a single pool for Mrs. Lady Avalon over in JP. Foolish Master. Do you know what exactly you've done? You filled me with power, you need to take responsibility for that. We got your rank up quest, Medusa. Cool. I don't know what it ranks up, though. Okay, Medusa. Harder to get, change your mind. I've looked at her skills, and I don't disagree with you. I definitely think that she is essentially just an arts variant of the meme Master Merlin. I 100% agree with that statement there. She is kind of just an arts version of Merlin. But all in all, I do like the whole, I like most of the summer lineup, I'll say, for JP this year. Lady Avalon, pretty cool. Another art support is nice. Will possibly mean that Double Castoria may not be needed in every instance, which could be good. Or, you know, Double Castoria, Lady Avalon for even crazier shenanigans could be a possibility. Messed up part, the only supports we're missing is freaking Oberon. But, Then Summer Gareth. Summer Gareth is interesting. I'm happy that she gets to join in on the summer madness with all the other Knights of the Round Table. And I like how it's official that Mo is once again the flattest member of the Round Table. With that summer outfit for Gareth showing off that she definitely is not. So poor Mo. Poor Mo. And then the other announcements, I think it was Summer Ibuki and Summer Iris. I'm not really sure about how I feel about Summer Ibuki, but she's not out in NA yet, so I'm kind of, I'll wait and see as to how she'll turn out to be. Summer Iris, though, that's definitely interesting. I don't know, I kind of found Iris's character to be pretty interesting in her Requiem event. And I like the interaction she had with Voyager there. Those are a nice duo there. They had nice duo interactions, so I'm looking forward to seeing how Summer Iris, especially as an Avenger, will play out there. Especially because it could be foreshadowing. In fact, I feel like we're likely going to get a Summer Koyan next year, just because of the whole every Summer CE will foreshadow at least one of the Summer Servants for next year sort of situation. And then the final pair of Summer Servants, Summer Scotty, looks very interesting. I'm wondering what her support's going to be. And Summer Adult Wu Zitan, Zetian, or however you pronounce her name. That trend was actually broken. I didn't realize. But yeah, Summer Wu is an unexpected thing, and I'm not really sure how much useful she'll be. But she's grown up, which is nice, It is nice that they are growing up, some of the servants. Oh, but I cannot forget my favorite servant announcement for the summer. Welfare Summer Valkyries. The Welfare Summer Valkyries. Specifically, the fact that you can choose which one is going to be with you at the end. So I'm going to get a summer version of Ortland, the best of the Valkyrie sisters. And that will be very, very nice. Plus, I guess the 3 other Valkyries are available through costumes or something, so that's cool. But I'm happy about the Summer Valkyries. Very, very happy. I like their characters. But overall it was Lady Avalon is Pretender. Gareth is... I don't remember. Iris is Avenger. Scotty is Ruler. Wu is Caster. I don't remember what... I know that the Valkyries are assassins. Gareth is Seba. Okay. And then Ibuki is Berserker. Why our class is so confusing. It's because we haven't gotten all of them. There's still the inevitable Launcher class and the Gunner class. We still haven't gotten the Gunner class either. Gunner and Launcher. Let me think. What other classes have been alluded to but we have not yet gotten? I guess maybe the Faker class, but that's kind of been maybe absorbed by the, possibly absorbed by the Pretender class, so I don't know. Okay. And with that, Anna is as done as she is going to be for now, so we can delete her. So it's going to be no more leveling ups until I can level up the Dioscuri twins, which is going to cost me a lot of embers. Well, actually, no, there is still leveling up, because... Go to my archive of the second. I have many, many 5-star embers for Lambda. And by Lambda, I mean base melt, because base melt, you're gonna be getting up to 104 here. At least. At least level 104 for the basic melt. Because I did not farm all those embers for no reason. So let's Palinogenesis. Melt. Cost me a small fortune. But it's worth it. It is worth it. Melt is the number 2 after all. Melt is number 2 of all the waifus. Sadly, nothing will overthrow Mash's throne. Although not really sadly, because I'm very happy that Mash is the number 1 best girl in all of Fate. Because it's the truth. And I will hear no dissent otherwise. There we go. Finally starting to tap into those 5 stars. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting summer 2 years from now. 3 SSRs. I definitely think they are in the... Oh yeah, she is in the Melty Blood game, I think it was called. After Ibuki Saber, you're going to be saving every grail for Ibuki Summer, so you'll have well over 100 grit. I don't think you'll need that many grails there, Deante. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to require that many grails to level somebody up. And are you talking, like, converting the servant coins into grails as well? Out of curiosity? Because I know that's a thing eventually. I feel like it is. Yeah, I think so. And I was about to go off on a tangent, but I can't recall what it was. Alright. Summer's already 120 reigns. You're not going to be grilling anyone else after that. What about Summer Reigns? Or Santa Reigns, Deante? Never say never. Or grown-up Reigns. You never know. But, yeah, summer 2 years from now is going to be very, very interesting. Because it's only a question of what is going to be next from JP. They very clearly are in the press the print money button phase of things. Considering the massive amount of big money people that they've been releasing lately. Like Arc, Summer Proto Merlin, or Lady Avalon, I guess. Summer Scotty. Why did I go this? I wanted to go here. It is a big wonder of what is going to be next. I must have less 5-star embers than I thought I did. Yeah, I have a lot less 5-star embers than I thought I did. That's kind of bad. I did not realize that I did not have anywhere near as many 5-star embers as I thought. I should have enough to get Mount to 104, but I thought I had a lot more than this. Print money button is not even there because they pee off. Yeah, I will admit, I am a little bit annoyed at no Summer Aresh. I am annoyed that Summer Aresh Kaggle still has yet to happen. But, you know, there's always another chance next year. And maybe Santa Aresh. I don't know if I would prefer Santa Aresh or Summer Aresh. I don't know. it is possible, you know. Some Santa Uresh could be possible. And that might be interesting. Could be very, very interesting for Santa Uresh. No summer event has... No, really? Not even Servant Fest. She doesn't even have a throwaway line in Servant Fest or anything. I feel like... Really? That's incredibly odd. Huh. Like, that's incredibly odd. She doesn't even have a mention in Servant Fest or in the Vegas event, now that I think about it. Yeah, neither of them. That is really odd. I wonder why that's the case. Do they just not like poor Ereshkigal? What did poor Ereshkigal do to them? Uresh needs more representation. Uresh needs more love. Because Uresh is a very, very high tier servant. I'd say she's probably number 3 on the waifu ratings. A solid number 3 slot is Ereshkigal. Number 4 is Jalter, 5 is XA. Spishtar was in Summer 5. She was, wasn't she? Yeah. Wow. They really have been shafting Uresh, haven't they? I didn't realize how badly she's been getting shafted. Damn. Poor Uresh. What did they do? What did Uresh do wrong? She just wants to be loved. Also, I am running through literally all of my... I thought I had way more embers than I did. Wow. I did not realize how... I thought I had so much more. The first probable great success. So close to the end here. Wow. Oh boy. There we go. Alright. I'm done leveling up for now, because that was disheartening to see how few resources I actually had. That was very disheartening to see how few resources I actually had there. I'm a little bit saddened. But, yeah. Uresh needs more more event representation in general, I think. Video play, I'm pretty sure this will get me flagged for copyright here. So, display capture off. Just because, you know, I don't want to be copyright flagged again. Oh, I can view it on stream? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. It gets very... It's very finicky about, it's just the same reveal. Okay. Yeah, I get flagged for the weirdest things sometimes, though. Like, the Apocrypha event. The background music in FGO for the Apocrypha event kept getting flagged for copyright. Like, seriously. Seba has to start. Okay. Seba can start. Someone from a parallel world, the Kingdom Knight should not even be here. Okay, the audio is, like, incredibly choppy. Mainly when she clashes. Man, I wish I knew how to play fighting games well. Because I might... Because honestly, this doesn't look that bad, but I suck at fighting games. I think the only fighting game I was ever good at was the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series. And that was years ago. Many, many years since I last played Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. Or Tenkaichi 2. I'm not even sure what Tenkaichi means now that I think about it. Okay. I guess they really want me to just Seba through all this, don't they? Nah. You can't make me do what I don't want to do. And I don't want to waste my first turn NPing here. I'll waste my second and third turn with NPs. Full name Tenkaichi Budokai means Strongest Under the Heavens Martial Arts Tournament. Interesting. Because from what I remember, those games weren't really tournament styles. I guess it was just sort of a tagline to go with DBZ. But yeah, the old Dragon Ball games were nice. I've thought about getting the newer Dragon Ball Z fighting games and the like, but I don't know. I don't feel like it would match up to the epicness that was the anime or what have you. Also, looking at Excalibur there, that looks very much like a Lost Belt Tree of Emptiness. Like, that looks incredibly similar to a Tree of Emptiness. There. Seba. Your Excalibur does. Do you have something you want to say, Seba? I mean, I doubt it. No, it can't be that Excalibur is the key to solving everything. That'd be silly. Intersecting souls so passionate and intense that they seem to melt. Battles beyond human intellect shall unfold tonight under the pale blue moon. The night has just begun. Why are you in that Ascension, Castoria? I know I did not leave you in that Ascension, Missy. Is it Fate? I think... Yep, Reflector crashed. Okay. Reflector. Why, oh why doth thou crash? I know why. It's because I'm still running Reflector 3 when Reflector 4 is out, but exclusive to Windows 10. I really need to see about upgrading, as much as I don't want to. Much as I would prefer not to upgrade, I may need to. Too many things are being restricted to Windows 10 and the like. Far too many things. And that should be good. Yep, looks good. Alright. So first off, Castoria. What did I say about being in that skin? You're supposed to be in your second ascension. Except for your, like, icon in this, because this looks so... This is a very... Excuse me. This is a very good look for you. Okay, it's just gonna always default to third, isn't it? Well, that's unfortunate. Get rid of this new thing, because that's kind of annoying me to just see new hovering over some of these. I'm somehow missing part of Erisa's... Okay. It's not that I don't like her third ascension. It's just that I like the more innocent vibe of the second ascension here. Like, first ascension looks a little bit silly. Looks very commoner-esque. But second ascension, it just strikes a very good balance for me. The third ascension, she doesn't really look like a caster. She looks more like a warrior queen in this ascension. More like proper Seba, but if she was a mage. I just like the looks of this. It looks more simple, more innocent. And, you know, I just like, it's nice. It's a nice ascension. I really have been getting a little bit more picky with what my ascension, my servants should be at, too. Like, I used to always just keep every servant at their final ascension, but then the likes of Abby came out where her final ascension is not something I'd like to see that often, at all. The only time I like to see her final ascension is when she is being happy she gets to kill people, which is just kind of disturbing when you really think about it, but, you know, to each their own. If Abby wants to be happy murdering people when she's fully possessed by an eldritch entity, then that's fine, I guess. She is Daughteru, so I will support, but even still. Okay, so to the Chaldean Gate, I have rank ups and interludes. Let's see. So all of these are the various interludes available. And rank up wise, I do have a lot I could do. The rank ups are half AP, it looks like. I thought it was interludes, but it is just rank ups. So I think, is this going to unlock your third skill here, Medusa? I don't think it is. Sadness. So I think I'll just do some rank ups here, since they are half AP. So the question becomes, what rank ups do I do? I think we probably want to do Okitans, Tama, and Medusa's. Yeah, Medusa should unlock her third skill. So that's 50, 83... Yeah, we should have enough, and maybe we'll have enough AP left over to do another person's, but for now, let's just start at the top with Okitan. We'll just take somebody to lean on, and Party 5 is pretty much going to be all I use for the Oku, since I can literally have all the CEs on them. Lineup is that Okitan can get... we'll throw Sumo on Okitan here. If I can find Sumo. Because again, I really need to clean out my CEs. Is that a 5-star? I don't think it's a 5-star CE. It's not a 5-star. You know what? Start by level. At this rate, that'll be quicker to find. Alright, Okitan has Sumo. Castoria can go ahead and get a fragment of 2030. And then you folks can go ahead and grab some lunchtime and some dinner time. Tama, you're fine. I can't work Abby, though, because I don't want to bring her along when she's evil. And she's not going to be not evil for quite a while, since she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... She's 7 servants away from being the next one to be ranked up. Bring Mash so that I can... Yeah, this will be fine. And then Melt. And who else? We could go XA. Get the waifus characters some more bonding. Here we go. Ooh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch and stretch. Okay. Good thing about rank up quests is that they should be relatively simple to do. No dialogue to have to read. They can be a little challenging as far as the contents, but that is more rare than often. There we go. And we should be able to just blast through the rest with NPs. Because persistence. I wonder what the rank up here is going to be for Okitan. Ooh. Oh wow, that was surprisingly not a wipe. I guess I didn't use her first skill either, so... Note for next time, use the first skill of Okitan to get a little bit more damage boost. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Single target. Can we do 100,000 points of damage? I feel like we can. All these buffs. And a do. And if we don't, we have the extra attacks to do it. $90,000. There's the kill. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And now it's just, ooh, an archer. That could be something, you know. That could be a what's the word? A road bump here. That could be a road bump. Oh wow, this is actually kind of annoying. I was hoping it was just going to be like an archer boss, but no, it's archer enemies in the very first wave. At least they're not that strong. Hopefully a Brave Chain will be enough to eliminate the Nobu mini-tank there. Because that's definitely what we're getting out of Okitan. BAQ, if we crit all of them... No. Even with an Omni crit, it was not enough to take out the mini-tank. Do I have a heal? I don't really have a heal, but I should have the Daka enough to put them down. All the Daka. And of course there is yet another archer. Doot. Doot. Dang, that barely scratched the Nobu tank. Barely scratched it. Well, let's get the attack boosts. That should put the finishing touches on the Nobu tank. With this chain, and then we'll have no quick arts or quick buster boost for the final wave, sadly, but tease what to tease. Do. For some stars. Izo! Hey, dude. Prepare to die, dude. Sorry to say, but prepare to die. Yeah, we got enough stars here. Oh, maybe not being deleted here, Izo. You got lucky. Oh, son of an evasion. How long does that evade? The whole turn? Come on, Izo. Man. Almost dropped my phone. I guess that's another reason why I don't care for Castoria's Third Ascension. The NP is not as cinematic as base form. And there should be a game set match here. There we go. Easy peasy. And the final bit here has archers again. Woo! Totally wasn't expecting that. Yay, archer glass servants. Poor archer class. Why the archers? Why? Why? It's not as bad as I was worried. Oh, 2. I think I probably should save resources for the second wave. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Castoria blast Oria through this Zerker. That was lame. Okay. BQQ. Come on, Nobu tank, go down. You're not going down, Nobu tank. Why aren't you dead? BAQ. Please be enough. It's enough. Hey, this is a nice and easy one. Well, that's a relief. We'll still go all power, just to be safe. Show me the maximum DACA here that you're capable of mustering here, Okitan. That was not a hard-hitting NP there, Okitan. I am very saddened. Very saddened at you here, Okitan. Why? Why? Boop. Bop beep. There we go. Come on. Castoria, you should have taken him down. There we go. Rank up quest done. Maybe this will boost Okitan's damage here. Gun attack boost. Okay, I'll take it. Persistence B, upgrade. Alright, so next we will go ahead and do Tama's. This will be a little bit harder, just because Tama's not an attacking servant. But I have to use her for this, because that's how I roll. Where are you, Tama? Although, I could just use her as a support option. Yeah, support option Tama. That sounds about right. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Tama's being used in her rank up quest. Totally is. She's the MVP. Welcome back, Mastamon. Welcome back. Just finished Okitan and now working on the Tama rank ups. Excuse me. I'm not sure. I think it's her first one, so I don't think I've done any of Tama's rank ups, to be fair. Just because I like doing these on stream, and Tama is a relatively recent addition to Chaldea for me. So, This should be the NP one. Okay, that's good to know. Tis good to know. These enemies are weak. How dare they try to stand up to me? Excuse me. Yeah, let's NP here. Just start dancing, Melt. I should have targeted the higher health one, but it's fine. It's fine. Excuse me. That was under no boosts, over 100,000 points. Good on you, Melt. That's my waifu number 2. Oh, we got some good hits here. Very good hits. Almost. So close. We're so close to greatness. But this should be this wave. And, oh good gracious, we're gonna melt this enemy. And I probably don't even need to do anything beyond press melt virus just to be safe. Oh, I didn't even need to press melt virus. I had a chain. You know, is it a bad joke though? Maybe, probably, but I had to take the chance. Sometimes you only get one shot, so you cannot miss the chance to blow the opportunity. Okay. Next. Please be assassins. Son of a biscuit! Why are you not assassin enemies? This'll be fine. Melt's strong enough that she can punch through archers, hopefully. They're not super strong archers, at least. Hopefully. Okay. Right on the very first wave. Awesome game. That's totally what I was wanting. Awesome. Just what I wanted to see. Focus the back line. Okay, come on, Tama. Thank you. If Tama was not able to brave chain that one down, I was gonna be very, very sad. She got it in the end, though, so that's something. True, she is trying her hardest. I can't fault her for trying her hardest there. Thank God I did not just lose Melt. I would have been annoyed to all annoyance. Are you kidding me? Another wave of this nonsense. Oy vey. Oy vey, oy vey. Frickin' archer class enemies. Because I didn't think I needed to. I was hoping it was going to be like 1 or 2 Lancer class enemies, not a full 2 waves of it. taken 2 waves of Lancer class enemies. That's best to be saved. Eve. I like going into things blind, to be fair. To be fair, I do like doing things blind, so... It's my own fault. I'll admit. 'Tis my own fault, yeah. Tama! Prepare. To NP. I think Tama, Castoria, Tama. This should be fine. Quote unquote, should. Let's see if we'll actually survive this, though. That's the question. Will we or will we not survive? That is the question. And rather, how long will we survive? Okay. Let's throw Crime Ballet up. Just for extra assurance for Melt here. And then we can go ahead and melt this one. There's the crits we like seeing. Okay. Do you really, though? I'm just trying my best to be punny. Oh, we got lucky. Holy cow, this was way harder than it had any right to be. Like, way harder than it had any right to be here. Liz! Okay, I was about to say I have no idea why you're here, Liz, but thinking about it, I can get why Liz might be here. Considering the Fate Extra linking between Liz and Tama, so... Yeah, I take back what I was about to say of why the heck are you here. It's good to see you, Liz. Good to see ya. But you're about to get destroyed. I'm sure Melt appreciates my puns. After all, mentioning her so often is a form of affection, you know? So I'm sure that Melt appreciates them. No, she wouldn't. Melt wouldn't want to divorce me. She wouldn't. Not after all I've done for her and with her. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Lambda here now. Because I'm not suffering this again. Lambda, time to go into this. No. She can't. She can't, you know. There's a contract. She signed a contract. Okay, I should be fine here. should is the keyword. No, she's not a criminal. She's a ballerina prima donna. A water ballet superstar. Oh, well, this is gonna be an interesting wave. I should be fine. I don't see a crime ballet skill here. You know, I think you're making things up. I don't see crime ballet amongst her skills here. Plus, I just made her campfire, so you know. Okay, easy to turn. That's my Lambda and her Leviathans. That's my Lambda. Come on. I'm not coping. It's the skill curse ranks. Okay, that's actually... So the skill rank up. Curse becomes Malediction Boundless Sunshine A for an MP strength increase. Okay, that is pretty darn solid, honestly. My breath spray's not working. I have no idea why. It's not empty. Okay. Medusa is the next contestant on the rank up quest today. Alright, alright. So Medusa is a servant I don't believe I've used in a very long time. So I have no familiarity with her playstyle here, unfortunately. So I guess I get to learn how Medusa plays. Heck, I'm trying to think when the last time I actually used Medusa was. It would have had to have been a support Medusa. Maybe a Guda Guda event? Because I know she's in every Guda Guda event. Which is hilarious. But I don't know what she does. Okay, so she's obviously not going to be very effective against these assassins. So Mystic Eyes A+ for an immobilization, Monster Strength B for a two turn attack boost. She's got an AoE quick NP. 2 turns. Huh, Medusa. That's an interesting choice there. Very interesting skill choice there. Two turns, huh? Okay. I'm just gonna check Medusa. Do you get any... No, these skills don't get strengthened at all. That's... Because I have to do this... This rank up quest will unlock her 3rd skill. Yeah, her rank. She's one of the early game servants that has to have a rank up quest done to actually unlock their third skill here. Yeah, this should be the one though. This rank up quest will unlock it. I haven't spoiled myself for what it is yet, though. Okay, interesting. So, her Mystic Eyes is different in that it is not a stun effect. So that's cool. Let's see your NP here, Medusa. I'm sure a lot of people would like to be crushed by you here, Medusa. I'm sure there are plenty of people that would like to be crushed by Medusa. Was that a 2-hit quick attack? She has a 2-hit quick attack. 2 hits on quick, 3 on her arts, 1 on her buster, and 3 for her extra attack. Oh man, Medusa, they did you dirty. Like, they did Medusa real dirty here. I really hope that whatever this third skill is somewhat decent. Her NP also gets a rank up, it looks like. But it doesn't do too much. Yeah, poor Medusa here, honestly. Like, poor Medusa. She really... I kind of want to check the other low rarity FSN servants, see if they also get shafted. So, let's see here. So that's Medusa. We already know Gil, Herc, Emiya, and Seba are good, though Seba is a very, very slow process. I guess Emiya could be considered a slow process as well. Kojiro is actually kind of good. I've used Kojiro a fair bit. He is not the savior of France for nothing, after all. Yeah, Kojiro is pretty solid. Oh wow, I just realized that. Okay. So Kojiro is pretty solid as far as servants. Media. I feel like Media might be one that is also kind of... No, actually, Media's actually pretty decent as well. I mean, granted, she's not the best, but an Omni buff removal is pretty good. I mean, the fact that she can remove all of your enemies' buffs with no starting charge is pretty solid, I would say. I'd say Media is not anywhere nearly as shaft... Oh, her hit count sucks. Looking at Media's hit count, that's horrendous. 2 quick, 1 arts, 1 buster, and 3 on her extra attack. Yeah, Media's hit count sucks, but her NP and the supporting skill it has from High Speed Divine Words. Plus, she can remove an ally's debuffs. So she's not as bad. The only other one I can think of is Cursed Arm Hassan. He's one that I also haven't really used, so I don't really know how he plays. Anyway, we can't really say Year 1 servants either, because Arash is a Year 1 servant, and he is a beast. This is gonna turn out too hot, I can already tell. So, 15 stars, with 15 stars for one turn, so... Quick 15 stars, and then 15 stars the next turn. A decent crit damage buff. And a crit star gen with an evasion. Single target NP, though. Which, the strengthening is kind of nice, but... not the best. Also, I gotta remember to put Mashu back in her normal outfit here. Not that there's definitely nothing wrong with her swimsuit, but you know, it's not appropriate attire for not summer weather or bedroom. But I digress. Good lord, is this Mashu? You don't have a secret taunt against centaurs, do you? Because I'm pretty sure this centaur has literally only targeted you since you came on board. That was kind of crazy. Okay. So yeah, I think it's kind of... I think it is the first year FSN servants that get shafted. Ooh, archers! Come on, game. Archers. I mean, at the very least, it's not going to be super effective against anybody, but seriously? Archer classes? Come on, game. Come on. I could have technically brought Anna here, though. She's technically Medusa, so... Oh, it's just a single gazer. This would take far too long if I just try to use base Medusa here. I already know that. So we're gonna bring in Anna. Anna is Medusa, so this is fine. This counts. Anna. Anna. Where are you? There you are. You count as Medusa. She counts as Medusa. Okay. So, quick resistance down is good. Anna is... I feel like some servants just get shafted a little bit. Like, Anna's also not that strong of a servant. Her first skill is definitely pretty good here, but the monstrous strength, again, is kind of meh. This is a pretty decent one, of guts for 3 turns and a 1-turn invincibility. And her NP, I do believe it got strengthened. Yeah, I do have the strengthening for it. Her NP's not bad either. I think her hit gen is a little bit off, though. That was pretty solid hits. Well done, Anna. If we had used to Scotty, I think we would have one-shot with just the NP there. Pretty sure. Okay. Archers again! Yeah, this is fine. Anna's fine. Anna counts. Anna counts as Medusa. That's my logic. If I had Gorgon, I might be using her as well, but... Oh, this is not a hard wave at all. Knock on wood. I'm guessing that my statement is a massive knock on wood at this point, but we'll find out. And do it. Okay, maybe it wasn't. Whew, I'm very glad I decided to go with what I went with. I got lucky. And I'll be able to do NP in a row. In fact, because I can double NP in a row, we'll start with this. And then if we need to, then... Okay, one more NP should be enough. How many more waves does this node have? I honestly don't recall. Not waves. How many more arrows on this thing is what I meant to say. Tongue just got tangled. Very good hit. Very, very good hit. Okay, last one. It is a question mark node. Well, I guess we should probably bring back base Medusa for this, just to be safe. And then have melt in the back lines. Excuse me. Okay. Shadow servants, huh? Amakusa, Babbage, Astolfo. For the Ruler, Caster, and Rider, respectively. Ugh, they did a number on Medusa already. Stun Astolfo. Nope. Brave Chain here. Amakusa. Odds are not looking high that Medusa's gonna survive if she takes more hits. Processing. How can I do this? That's how we can do this. Invincible! Haha. I'm brilliant. There we go. Ow. And then a Brave Chain here for Medusa. With an NP start should be enough to take Astolfo here down, even if it is an AoE NP. Oh, just the NP is enough. Good. Salter, Adelante, and Emiya. A very weird combination of Shadow Servants here, Medusa. Very, very weird. Also, nothing you are super effective against either, I might add. So that's grand. Probably focus Salter down here with NP and quick chain following. Yeah, I sadly saw this happening. Sadly, I saw this happening. It's time to tank up. Batten down the hatches time. Thou shalt not do damage. Or at least not too much. Boop, boop, boom. Should be focusing Adelante and Salter down, and Emiya down because lower charges. It'll be fine. Probably. It'll probably be fine doing this kind of focus. Oh, no NPs to worry about. That's what I was mainly worried about, was NPs, but it's just special attacks. We're fine. Bye, Castoria, but we're fine. Castoria, beat your evil alternate self. Castoria alternate. Ooh, that'd be interesting. What would her class be? May as well go all in here with Melt. Skill-wise. In fact... Oh, I don't have that up yet, so just BAQ. Destroy Emiya. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. And a Buster Brave Chain Blast, hopefully to finish things off. 20k, 13, and 10. No crit on the last skill, but still was enough. There we go. More tutorial missions done. Woo, tutorial. But the big thing is 50 rank up quests done. That is worth celebration. And apparently, master missions galore. 3 dust. But this should unlock Medusa's final skill here for us, which is... not 2 quartz. Actually, that'd be amazing, but... Blood for Andromeda. NP gauge and NP gain for 3 turns. So she has a battery skill. That's... I don't know how that is. I don't know. That may or may not be okay. I don't know. I'd have to test it out a bit. Which we'll probably be doing next stream because we unlocked another Medusa rank up quest. These are half AP until next Tuesday, I think. So next Monday we'll do more Fate. And, yeah, I think that at this point it is time to be calling today's stream. So, I have been SolarActor, and I hope you've enjoyed this stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more of me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same names, same games. There is plenty of content for you to enjoy. But once again, I thank you all so very much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed and have a fantastic evening, everybody. I'm just checking to make sure there's nobody else that really needs strengthening here. I'll decide next time if I want to push anybody else to 10, 10, 10 next time.